raw theme of this album. We recorded all the drums just in a basement with a couple blankets hung from the ceiling to keep the sound kind of contained. We went with like a 70s kind of drum sound, using only 4 microphones, 2 overheads, a snare, and a kick.
Wow, your amp makes a hiss noise.
I'm leaving that in.
It does hear like...
I can hear is the fan, but I'm sitting right in front of it.
Okay. You're
No, don't fix it.
Leave it. Okay.
Right?
Next one sounds like it'll be like...
This is the first... Right now, it's the first song, unless we agree to go back to the acoustic. In keeping with that raw sound, we used a Fender practice amp with an Ibanez hollow body for my rhythm track, and we did one take and just, you know, hoped that I played it correctly. Same thing with Pav. He came in, we plugged him into the same Fender amp, tweaked the tone a little bit. He sat down with his PRS. We gave him one take and left it as is.
And turn the gain up a little bit to 4 instead of 3. Okay. And I put the microphone more towards the column.
I did my first solo ever on an UVIS record on this song. It's like 10 seconds long, and I will probably never do another solo again. Do you have a bass handy?
Of course I do.
Rob, we're gonna write a bass line while Rob's doing it as well. This song's never had a bass line.
Never.
Not even on the demo. Rob once again picked up the bass duties on this album. He did about 90% of the last album, and he'll probably do about 90% of this album. Between him and Joe, they came up with a really melodic, kind of 70s vibe bass line that went right with the vocals. It sounds really awesome. When it came time to do vocals, we were trying to figure out how to get a 70s kind of sound without taking away from our traditional UVIS way of doing things. So we used an SM57 as a vocal mic and just doubled everything up. Again, using as few takes as possible and just keeping it raw. And using all these different old school techniques, we still wanted to keep it sounding like traditional UVIS, so of course we layered all our harmonies on there. Hopefully with all the different musical styles and recording styles we're using on this, that it'll come together in the end and sound like a typical UVIS album. Only time will tell.